how I help my client rank his brand new website number one for 37,000 searches per month volume keyword in just 30 days without building a single backlink. In this video, I'll explain to you. Hi guys, this is Jackie from techjackie.com and welcome to a video on SEO. First of all, if you're brand to this channel, make sure to press the subscribe button below so when I release new SEO video like this, you'll be notified. Now, for those of you who don't know me, I've been doing SEO for the past 7 years, ranking all kinds of websites in all kinds of niches, ranging from small local websites to large e-commerce stores and anything in between. In this case studies video, I'll explain to you how I was able to help this client's brand new website ranking for such a difficult keyword in just 30 days without building a single backlink. Now, let me first show you the result. Now, this client came to me actually using part of my service, which means that he didn't subscribe to my monthly SEO service, but only used part of my service called viral traffic, which I'll explain to you in a bit. But this is, let me first show you his results here. The domain name has been partially covered just for the sake of client's privacy. And since I didn't do a full monthly SEO campaign for the website, I didn't have access to his search console, but this is a screenshot taken from Ahrefs, as you can see right here. The client ranked number one for 37,000 searches per month keyword. A domain name ends with the word wax.org, as you can see. You have to remember this because I'll be showing this as a reference to kind of show you that, yes, I have worked on this website, and yes, this is a client website that that are actually getting the result. Now, the second screenshots right here is showing you the backlink profile proof for the same domain, as you can see right here. And even though Ahrefs tells you that, the client has about 276 linking website or backlinks, the domain rating here is 0. Now, all these 200 plus backlinks that the client has are basically all kinds of trash type, spammy type backlinks automatically generated to the website. So even if you check your website right now, you see a lot of these type of backlinks in your backlink profile, which is basically exists on every website out there on the web. So as you can see, these are all junk type of links that we didn't build. They were automatically generated. Hence, the domain rating here is 0. So here's a proof of actually ranking a brand new website. You can see the website was indexed in around May, and the client started taking my service around mid of May to near end of June, and the website just simply took off after that. And he's not just ranking for 37,000 searches per month keyword, he also ranked on the first page for many of the supporting keywords relevant to the business. Okay, so like I said, the client used part of my service called viral traffic. Now, next slide, I'll explain to you what it is. So before that, let me first explain to you the project background so you can understand more about it. The client here that I'm referring to is an SEO freelancer who has been providing SEO services to other clients, which means that he bought my service to help his own client rank. Now, this is one of his clients in the vaping / cigarettes niche. It is a non-English market. So a little bit of disclaimer here. It's not as competitive as, let's say, in English markets, say UK, US, Australia, but nevertheless, it's still very competitive because, anything in vaping, cigarettes, or all these kind of niches makes a lot of money. So the client built all that the client did for his client website was he built the site, he built out topical pages, and then he used my services called viral traffic for just 30 days. Now I'll explain to you what is viral traffic, but other than that, there have been no SEO activities done on the website. So the client only built the website, the client built out topical pages, and the client used my viral traffic for 30 days. That's it. Only these 3 things were done, and as you can see, the results. Now, here's a screenshot from my viral traffic campaign dashboard. Obviously, I couldn't review the full detail here, but as you can see, this is the same domain, wax.org. This is within my viral traffic campaign dashboard that I set up for all my clients. And yes, it's what I actually provide as a service. But even if you don't use my service, I can basically and explain to you how it works so you can use it for yourself. You don't have to use my service, you can do it for yourself as well. But if you use my service, this is how it looks like in the dashboard in the backend of the viral traffic service. So viral traffic essentially is a strategy where I send certain amount of traffic to the target URL, the specific URL in a short amount of time, mimicking the viralness of the URL. Basically, there's a URL that the client wanted to rank, and all I did was I sent the traffic, a significant amount of traffic, so a certain amount, roughly about 150 to 300 visitors in short amount of time, basically to kind of create that viralness to the URL, right? So this is what essentially what a viral traffic is. I'll explain more how it works and all that, so you can also do it by yourself. So this viral traffic works for information-based websites. It works for service-based websites. It works for e-commerce website. It works for even local websites and of course affiliate websites. And it even influences map ranking. So if you use this type of strategies for your SEO long enough and correct enough, it can even help rank your Google Map ranking, increase the ranking better as well. So basically, it works for all kinds of websites. So no matter what kind of website you're using, this SEO strategy works. So now let's compare a bit of how viral traffic versus backlinks. So first, viral traffic always guarantees results. Now, this is the thing that I can proudly say that if you send this type of traffic to your website, you can pretty much guarantee that it will always work compared to backlinks, which sometimes when you build backlinks to your website, you might not see a result. Now, obviously, there are some criteria you need to first fulfill in order to make sure that this viral traffic works. But compared to backlinks, the chance of actually getting work is a lot higher. And if you fulfill all the criteria, you can pretty much guarantee that it will always work. It is much safer as well. There's really no type of penalties associated with viral traffic compared to backlinks, which can actually cause your website to get penalties or something like that. It's also cheaper as well to execute compared to backlinks if you have the right system, of course. If you know how to use it properly and if you have the right system, it is much cheaper compared to buying a backlink. And it's also more powerful in a lot of cases. Now, how powerful it is, essentially, one viral traffic push can even, get your rankings from anywhere on page 2 or page 3 of Google to page 1 of Google compared to, let's say, one backlink. In order to move a ranking from page 2 or page 3 to page 1 of Google, you need a lot of backlinks to push your rankings up. Whereas one viral traffic can literally push you up to the first page of Google. And that too, the best part is it works very fast. Now, I'll explain to you more how it works. But generally speaking, within 24 hours, you can expect to see the results. And yes, sometimes it takes even less than 24 hours to see results, but in a lot of cases, within around 12 to 20 hours, you'll see the result if your website is already, doing well in all other factors. Now, the downside of viral traffic is it's quite difficult to execute, but of course, if you have the right system, you can execute it perfectly every time. But otherwise, compared to backlinks, it's more difficult. The ranking gains are partially temporarily, means that let's say you get boosted to page 1 of Google. In a lot of cases, your ranking will fall back off. Let's say you jump from page 2 to page 1, but after a period of time, your ranking will fall back. So whatever you get from the ranking is all temporarily in more or less. However, if you run it long enough and if you also do other SEO strategies combined with your viral traffic, you'll see that the ranking sticks. So yes, you can make it permanent as well. But if let's say use it from time to time or one time or two times, mostly the results will be temporarily. So that's basically the downside of it compared to backlinks. Now here's a little bit of more detail of how this works, right? So first, we send a minimum of 150 to 200 visitors in short amount of time to the target URL. So all of this traffic comes from Android and Chrome browsers. Now, if you want to do it yourself, first you have to make sure that you can send about 150 to 200 visitors in short amount of time. So you can think of it about, 10 to 15 minutes, something like that. And you also have to make sure that the traffic comes from Android and Chrome browsers. Why? Well, that's because Android and Chrome are owned by Google. Now, you don't really need it to be Android, but Chrome is a must. So if you want to send this type of traffic, you have to actually at least make sure that it comes from Chrome browsers. So, and then after that, within about 24 hours and usually lesser than that, Google sees that there's a massive interest to the target page, then the ranking jumps up. So, like I said, the viral traffic is designed to mimic viralness, basically basically faking that your page has gone viral. And when your page has gone viral, Google sees that, oh, there's something going on with this page. Maybe it should rank you higher just to see, how users interact. So that's how it actually works. Then not only the ranking goes up, but there's also a significant recrawling, reprocessing of the page happens along with the ranking jumps as well. So when you send this type of traffic to your target URL, not only does Google push you up in the ranking, Google also recrawl the page much more, thoroughly, and it also processes the page much more thoroughly as well. Means that whatever you have done to your page, let's say you did your on page, you did your backlinks, when you send this viral traffic to help support your existing SEO campaigns, it all kind of amplified, right? So basically, what I want you to think of this viral traffic is it is an amplifier to your existing SEO signals. So whatever backlinks you have, whatever your on page you have, this thing amplifies those stuff. That's why my client didn't do anything except publish his topical pages and then push the ranking up using viral traffic. So with the combine of the topical authority on the website and the viral traffic that forces Google to reprocess all the topical signals on the website, that was all enough to help push up the ranking for his client's website. Now, here's the thing though, the extent to how much the ranking boost depends on your existing SEO signals. So I cannot really say that you get to position 5, you get to position 4. I cannot guarantee any positions, or no one can ever guarantee any positions, because more or less this works, like I said, as an amplifier. So if you already have a lot of things going on to your website and you send this traffic to your target page, you see that it ranks much higher compared to, let's say, a new page. Right? So that's why client used this viral traffic campaigns for 30 days, not just 1 or 2 days. Because for his client's website, it was a brand new site. For a brand new site, you need to send it more longer than just 1 or 2 days. Because you have to obviously let Google process other signals, which in this case is all the topical pages on the website as well. And like I said, the ranking stays there temporarily within 1 to 3 days at most, and then it starts dropping off. However, we usually see ranking starts to climb back up slowly 7 to 10 days after the campaign due to the reprocessing that happened. Like I said, this works as an amplifier. So let's say you already built some links to your page and you send this viral traffic to your target URL. What happened here is, yes, your ranking goes up, but then it also dropped back down. But then what happened during that ranking goes up was significant reprocessing. So all your backlink things started to work its wonders about 7 to 10 days after the campaign was launched. That's why you see that, even if we stop using the viral traffic campaigns, your ranking will stay. Your ranking will still keep on going up. But obviously, you have to continue doing other type of SEO work as well, such as building links and publishing new topical pages. So here's when to use this technique. Now, like I said, you have to use this correctly, otherwise it won't work. First, you can use this for keywords stuck on page 2, and if you wanted to get the boost and reprocessing, which often help the page unstuck. So if let's say you're already ranking on page 2 or even page 3 of Google, and you want to quickly get the boost and also the reprocessing that comes after that, this is a perfect strategy. Now, for those of you who also run like limited time marketing campaigns, such as every weekends or short holidays, you can use this every week or every holidays. Like I said, the ranking you get is temporarily, so you can use it on every, let's say, Friday and Saturday, and then the ranking falls back on Monday or Tuesday, something like that. And here's the thing, if you're using a new website, you can quickly use this to get your website out of sandbox. But again, if you want to use this for a brand new website, I recommend using it for about 30 days. You can't just use this 1 or 2 days and expect to get your website out of Google Sandbox. Like my client just did, he bought the campaign for 30 days from my website, and the website quickly went out of Google Sandbox and quickly jumped up in the rankings, as you can see. And like I said, this works as an amplifier. So it also helps to speed up the backlink effect after building to the page as well. Like I said, if you build your backlinks and you want to amplify your backlink effect, you want to make your backlink works better and faster, you can use this viral traffic to support your backlink, your link building campaign. And you can even use this to increase the power of backlink as well. You can send this viral traffic to your backlink. That what happened here is it will eventually help increase the power of your backlinks. So you can think of it more like a tier two type of signal to help support your backlink power too. So you can use it directly to your website, and you can also use it directly to your backlink page. Like I said, remember, this works best when combined with other SEO strategies. This is not a magic bullet. This alone will not help you rank permanently on page one of Google. You have to also be doing other type of SEO strategy as well. So for that client that is currently ranking number one for 37,000 searches per month keyword, yes, I already told him that he should also be start building backlinks after this to help maintain the ranking as well. But otherwise, if let's say he wants to continue my service, he can do that. But long term, the ranking won't stay because, like I said, it more or less it works as an amplifier. So you have to also be doing other things as well. You have to also be publishing topical pages. You have to also be building backlinks to help support. But you can definitely use this as an advantage to your and also an add-on to your existing SEO strategies. Now, here's how you can do it yourself. Like I said, you don't have to buy it from me. I sell this as a service, but you can also do it yourself. I already explained to you how it works. I already explained to you the mechanism behind how it works. So if you really want to execute it by yourself, you can perhaps run some type of large scale cheap ads. So for example, Facebook ads, right? You can use Facebook ads, for example, to send a lot of traffic in short amount of time to your target URL. You can also use other type of ads too. Obviously, like Facebook ads, you cannot control the type of browser and stuff like that. However, I did try with Facebook ad and it seems to work. However, sometimes it doesn't. But like, other type of ads platforms, sometimes they do allow you to, to choose the browser type and all that. So if it allows you to do that, that's a plus for you. Otherwise, sometimes it does work, sometimes it might, sometimes it might not. You can also, create good quality content and promote the content to go viral. Yes, if your content naturally goes viral, then, that basically is a real viral campaign, right? So that definitely will help push your ranking up. But this is quite difficult to execute, of course, because, not every content will go viral. So that's something which you have to, you have to basically take time to create those type of content. You can also do press and media contact, so you can reach out to different type of press, different medias, and try to get your press release, digital PR, all those kind of stuff. And sometimes you do get this kind of viral traffic going to your website. You can even, run traffic consistently, even though it's not viral, to create the accumulated effect over time. So if let's say you do some type of marketing, some branding for your website already, like, YouTube, you do your Facebook, you do your LinkedIn, your Instagram, whatever, as long as you consistently send traffic to your website, it doesn't even have to be viral traffic, but you can just keep on sending traffic consistently to your website. You might not see results within 24 hours, but the accumulated effect of the traffic over time, yes, they do help support with your backlink building campaign. It does support your topical pages and everything like that, because of this, due to the page processing and recrawling, right? So when you send traffic continuously to your website, yes, you will not see the ranking boost right away, but there's a processing and recrawling happening behind the scene. So still, Google will help amplify your existing signal anyway, right? So when you send traffic continuously, and you also do the other type of SEO strategies like building backlinks and creating content, all that, it will help eventually make your ranking go quicker as well. And for those of you who are interested in my viral traffic service, you can check it out and learn more about it here. Here's a link to my landing page. I'll leave the link in this description. So starting at just $19 per URL. So here's also I have a live case study showing how this works and some of the results here. You can see there are four packages available, one-time boost. So with just $19, you can use this to send traffic, viral traffic one time to your target URL. And if you're already ranking on page 1 to page 3 of Google, you should see results within 24 hours, and a lot of cases lesser than that. You can even try 7 days. And if you're doing it for a brand new website, I recommend at least 15 days or 30 days um, for that, right? So as you can see the price there already, you can check it out. Like I said, at the end of the day, this should not be used as a standalone strategies. You have to also be doing other SEO strategies as well. But definitely this can help make your SEO more permanent and more guaranteed, right? So that's all for it for this video. If you have any questions, or if you want to learn more about how you want to use this, or if it's simply if you're not sure if your website is suitable for this type of service, you can just let me know in the comment. You can shoot me an email, whatever. And that's all for it. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.